Hello YouTubers, I'm getting ready to do a video on 2012 Impala blend door actuator. It's my car right there. Anyway, I'm not going through the whole steps of everything. There's several other videos on there. I'm trying to keep it a shorter video. But one thing I was looking for, I was having problems getting to the screws on the inside after I opened the glove box, and I was looking through my toolbox and I found this tool that I didn't even know I had in a drawer that I never really opened, and it has it looked like the perfect tool for the job, because you put that on there, you get your socket on the end of here, and you can put it up in that glove box and reach around and get to the screw. But the problem with it is it worked perfect on the first screw. I thought, man, that's great. The second screw, it broke up inside there, where now it doesn't work anymore. What a piece of junk, huh? Even the instructions, it says not to use it as a breaker bar. Like, how are you supposed to do that? I don't know. But what I did come out of that, it still has sockets and stuff, and it has this flex drive. I noticed that you can pretty much buy this flex drive off of Amazon by itself for like $4. I really liked it for taking it off and getting everything started. I eventually tightened it up with a ratchet. And the other thing, here's my blend door actuator. The way when I first, now this is touching, you want to make sure these aren't touching, but this one's trying to be. But anyway, I'm just going to cheat and use this box to keep them separated. There we go. Okay, so they're all separated and everything. My other one, the new one, this is the old one. It was clicking when I shut the key off for about 30 seconds or so, and then it would quit. But it worked fine. And sometimes it would do it a little bit when I was driving, but most of the time I got that to quit. So I only put up with it for about a week. I came out here, the one I got with this, you can see how the end, how the hole is oblong. It was turned straight up and down instead of sideways like it is there. And what I did is I have the lawnmower battery. I got these two wires, and I took my new one, and I would hook it. As soon as I touched that, it would move. And if you want to reverse it, you could go the other way. As you see, that one there, barely, it kicks a little, or it did anyway. It didn't turn though, so I was kind of surprised that it didn't do anything like the new one did. And anyway, okay. So anyway, if you get it off, when you get the new one and it's not turned where you want it to be, that's all you gotta do is some people do it by plugging it into the plug and using the key. I was trying not to, I had the battery disconnected, so I didn't want it to mess with anything and move anything else, but I don't think that's really that big a deal in the long run. But anyway, I used that to turn mine. And before I did anything, I disconnected the battery, negative touch first, and I did clean the inside of them with a battery brush when I put it back together. And after I got it installed, then I put the battery back on. And it had a little corrosion and stuff on it, but I use as hot of water as I get out of the tap, and I wash that off. It washes corrosion right off. And down in here, you can see the battery under the glove box. But you can see this wire is going to give you gives you the most complications. And the screws are back. This unit is right. It's so hard to do it without and get light on it, but it's right up in there. And I was able to run the flex drive. Whoops! Able to run the flex drive around the outside of this wire. Sorry, it's just hard to show anything here and get to it. But anyway, that worked the best for me. And then after the flex drive, I was still able to just use a 1/4 inch. When that tool broke, I was just able to use this 1/4 inch drive. Impact with the socket on it, and it turned that flex drive. So that was still my tool of choice for both installing and taking out the screws. However, when it comes to tightening them up, I used a regular ratchet, a little 3/8 ratchet, and so I tightened them up with that. Now, one thing I would say, I did this job with the glove box still in, because some of them show it that way, and that's what they do. And you got that much room to work with, as opposed to taking the glove box out and having that much room to work with. So I would highly recommend not even attempting it without taking the glove box out, and to take it and put it in. Let's see. Okay, all it takes to get it out is there's 3 metal pins like this. There's 3 hinges underneath here. I don't know if you can see that. They just slide in these little holes, and that puts it in. You want to shove it all the way in, and you put those 3 pins in, and then your glove box is good. But you take those out and you just pull it out of the way. It's so much better. I can't believe I even attempted to do it at all with the glove box lid on there. As you can use 2 hands versus barely 1, and you can see what you're doing somewhat. And anyway, like I said, I hooked the battery up and everything works. And I hope that helps somebody. That was just the problems I had with it. And thanks for watching.